Hi friends, it's Allison Sullivan with Stamp Crazy with Allison, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I live in New Westminster, British Columbia, which is on the west coast, just outside of Vancouver, really part of Vancouver, Lower Mainland. So welcome. Let me get me started over here on my Facebook group. Let's see if we can get that working. And oops. Okay, it's hot in my office. I was doing okay, and then it got really hot all of a sudden. And so, of course, I'll be sweating by the time I'm finished today because I can't really turn on a fan because that would be kind of annoying, wouldn't it? So that, yep, got my sound. Okay, good. I think we're good. Okay, expanding so that we can see because I want to see your comments, right? Okay, there we go. See if we can get comments. I'll go back over here. Here I am, and I'll open up my chat. Okay, I think we're good. All right. Yes, it's very warm. Ooh, don't know if I can handle it. Might have to turn on a little fan. I have a little tiny fan. Maybe that will be okay. It won't be too disruptive. Okay. All right. Hopefully everybody is good today. We're going to be using one of the Sweet collection products that came out. Gosh, I think it was in May, or was it May or January? January 2025. So it's been out for about 6 months. Hi, Keisha. How are you, love? And it is an absolutely gorgeous suite of products. It's got lots of things. It's a mega suite because it does have 2 bundles. Excuse me, I got itchy noise. And it's got designer series paper and embellishments and even a beautiful embossing folder. So I'm going to show you all of those products. The best way to see these products is to go to my store. So shopcrazywithallison.ca. If you go there and you type in mixed media floral, or probably just mixed, it'll come up and you'll be able to see all the products and they're all linked. So make sure you check it out. Hi, Ellie. How are you? So that's what we're going to be working on today. Hope everybody's doing well. I had a, I don't know, I was just waiting for people to pop on. There's nobody over there on my Facebook group. But I've often said to people, finding a good hairdresser is harder than finding a dentist. You guys agree? Yeah, it's hard. So anyway, I've been going to the same hairdresser for 30 years. And she's been telling me for a couple of years that she's retiring. So she's retiring, and she deserves to retire. She works hard. And so finally, I'm out. She definitely, like, I'm out. But then she kind of said, but I could still kind of take you maybe. And I'm thinking, no, I told her, rip the Band-Aid off, girl. You deserve it. So I was at lunch with my friend, and I was lamenting that my hairdresser was retiring. She says, oh, you should go to mine. So I went to hers yesterday. And hi, Sandy. Oh, nice to see you. And here's my new haircut. I don't know if it's still nice. It was really nice yesterday. Can you see the back? She says I have a really nice ducktail. Anyway, my hairdresser said, give her 3 times. Like, go 3 times before you make a judgment. Okay. Hi, Marilyn. So I thought, okay, I'll give her 3. I love it. I absolutely love it the first time. It's been a really good fit. She followed my previous hairdresser's kind of line for cutting, and I don't know. I think she did a great job. So there you go. Don't be afraid if thanks, Al. If you don't, if your hairdresser, I think my sister Mo switched hairdressers. She had a different experience why she switched, and I like her hair better, and I think she does too. So sometimes things happen for a reason. I mean, I would still go to my person, but she left, so it was nothing, no hard feelings. But sometimes it works out. The good news is this new hairdresser is maybe a 20-minute drive in my old neighborhood where I grew up, and my old hairdresser was at least an hour, sometimes an hour and 15 minutes one way. So things work out. All right. Yeah, love it. Cut and color. Yeah, love it. Okay, guys, shall we start? We're going to be working with our mixed floral. So let me get rid of my beautiful haircut here. And we'll just nip over here. And I'm going to mix, Facebook is going to be the bane of our existence, right? Like, works sometimes, and then sometimes it doesn't want to work. And I don't know. I don't know what's going over here. No comments. Okay. There's no comments. So, okay. I guess. I guess I'll see if there's any at the end. There's none right now on Border Buddy. Sometimes there's like 10 people over there, and sometimes there's nobody. But anyway, okay, so Mixplorer, like I said, it's in the online exclusives. If you get my newsletter, you would have received, I send everybody this PDF or a link to it, and you can print it or just open it up. And then it shows you everything. Now, in January, the first page is all mixed media floral collection. You've got so many products. Now, of course, with the sale that's going on right now, the sweet sale, which is sweet, you've got the opportunity to pick up one bundle and then get the second one half price, or pick up the whole suite and then pick up an extra DSP at half price. So just play around. Make sure that you order strategically though, right? Because you get the lowest price item for free. Okay, so if you were to order 2 bundles, you'll get that. But if you add the paper, then you'll get the paper at 50%. So kind of pay attention. All right. So I love this. It's been around, like I said, since January. But one of my dear customers, who's like a friend, my customers are like friends. Oh, thanks, Sandy. My friend Joanne, customer / friend Joanne, she said, "Are you ever going to do a class on mixed media? I love the mixed media." And I thought, well, let's see if anyone's interested. So I set up a class and I've got people signing up. So check that link out. It's on July the 5th, and we're going to be using these products. As always, I do 4 designs, and I've got 4 designs, 2 of each. So you can make 8 cards. So you're going to get half a pack of DSP. Look at this one. I love this one because this is a great one. If you cut this in half at 6 inches and then cut these in 4-inch panels, you get 6 panels. And really all you have to do is add a word. So what I'm trying to say is, if you cut this to 5 1/4 by 4, look at, you could just add some ribbon and a sentiment and you're set to go. Okay, so that's one side and there's the other. I love this side. Isn't that pretty? This one's cool. And then we've got the green. Lots of different colors in this one. Look at this. Is that gorgeous? Love this one. We've got the petal pink side. This one's pretty. This would be nice for just sort of, using up your leftover scraps. That's good. There's the other side. This one's pretty. You could actually color this with Stampin' Blends. And then we've got this one. Ooh, this is kind of like, I don't know, 70s almost. And then this is a very pretty pattern. So you will get these 6 sheets, double-sided, as part of your goodie bag. Now, I have to cut them in half to mail them to you, or they won't mail. So you're going to get that. You're going to get a full pack of low-profile dots. Okay. And you're going to get half a roll of, ooh, this is crooked. Why is that? You're going to get half a roll of petal pink. And I think this is 3/8 of an inch ribbon. It's very soft. So you're going to get 5 yards of that. That's your goodie bag. And all the guts to make the 8 cards, right? And a PDF. And we're going to get together on July the 5th. And we're going to craft together. Now, if you don't live in Canada, that's okay. You can still buy the PDF version and come craft with us. Now, as a bonus, if you join my class, I'm going to send you 12 additional projects. Okay, in this All-Star Video class bundle. So 12 more products using this. Fantastic. Sweet. All right, let's get started. So, here's something that's part of the this bundles, or the suite, sorry, is the plaster painting. God, that's hard to say. Plaster painting 3D embossing folder. It's really cool. It's a 3D, so it's really a deep, cuts deep, so it's really nice. Okay, so let's start. We're going to start with petal pink, and I've got a regular card. So this is what's this? 8.5 by 5.5 squared at 4 1/4. So classic front. And I've got a piece of balmy blue, and this is 5 1/4 by 4. Let's emboss it though. So I'm going to emboss it with the folder that we just talked about. And for this, you're going to need your Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. You're going to need the, let's turn this, platform 1. And then you're going to need, what's this? Plate 4, okay? So that's what you need for any kind of 3D. So let's just run that through. And you can get this fantastic cut. Okay. Whoop. Oh, goodness. Go. All right. So see how, look at this. Doesn't that look great? It is really like paint, like plaster being put on with a trowel, trowel or whatever they call it. Okay. So I want to go ahead and glue that down. So grab my glue. Go. My husband's working on the side of the house because poor guy has to do it every couple of years, scrape off all the stucco that's fallen off and re-stucco it. It's such a big job. I feel sorry for him, and I feel extra sorry because he's working. It's the wall that's right outside my office, so I had to bang on the window and go, shh, going live. So now he's got to take a forced half-hour break. Maybe that's not so bad though, taking a half-hour break. All right, so what I want to do is cut a little peekaboo hole here. So I'm using Textured Notes dies. Here they are, and it's the 1, 2, 3, the 4th from the largest in, okay, or 4th out. It's the middle one, I guess. And I want to cut this out. Now, I'm going to use some repositionable tape. Oh, here's what I found. I guess using this, even though it's really not very tacky, it's too tacky to put it on this kind of emboss without kind of de-sticking it a bit. So I just sort of sticking it on my jeans. What I mean by that is that I guess going through the machine, maybe the Stampin' Cut and Emboss, it presses it down too much and then it's hard to get off for some reason. So we got our plate, our platform 1, we've got our platform 2, we've got our clear plate 3, and then a second clear plate. So run that through. So we're just making I noticed that I didn't do it very straight. Oh well, we're gonna have to keep going. It's already going through the machine. It is what it is. And then I can just pretend that I meant to do it like that, right? Like if you make a mistake, go, oh yeah, no, that's not a mistake. I meant to do that. Okay. Let's see. Nobody's commenting over on my group, but that's because it's spinning. I have the spinning wheel of death. That's what I have. So sorry, you guys. I'm going to. Oh, here we are. Okay. All right. No comments though. Okay, still no comments. But at least I can see it. Okay. Boy, technology. I used to freak out. Yeah, I guess that's a good word. I freaked out when I used to do these, and I'd think, why isn't this working? And oh my goodness. And then I stopped freaking out because it's just technology, and sometimes it doesn't want to work. And if I watch podcasters sometimes, usually true crime. Just going to peel this off. And they have problems. Like yesterday, she was reporting from a courthouse, and her mic wasn't working. And I thought, you see, even these people that have these big podcasts, even they have problems sometimes with technology. It is what it is. You just have to keep going or try and fix it, right? But that took me a long time to learn. Okay, so we're going to pop that out. Now we've got a little window. Isn't that great? Now, I'm going to put a little eraser here. Remember we used to have these? Oh, I love these. Please, there are things I want Stampin' Up! To bring back. When they got rid of the embossing buddy, we all said, bring that back, and they did. So now we got to write in and ask them to bring back the eraser. It's like a crepey thing. Takes off glue. Oh, hi, Elizabeth. How are you? I'm glad you're here, love. This is my new class that's coming up using the Mixed Media Floral Suite Collection. So you haven't missed anything. All right, so let's stamp the tulips. Let's go for the tulips. And we're going to use our Memento ink, which, as you guys know, is I have used an uninked craft white pad. And oh, I'm going to as well do, I'm going to leave that out because I have to stamp something else. So let's stamp that on here. Now, oh, is this piece right? Yes. So this is what's going to show through the window, okay, that we just created. So I want to make sure this is straight because it's not going to be cut out. There are dies to cut these out, but we're not going to do that. There we go. And then I've got the little ladybugs. There's 3 of them. So let's stamp those. I just put them all on the same block. Just makes it easier for stamping. Okay. All right, so lock that up so we don't get anything on our project. I'm moving these out of the way. Okay, now for coloring, let's start with the ladybugs. Those are, can you join the class if you already, yes, you can join. That's a very good question, Elizabeth. Yes, hon, you can. If you've already got the bundle or the suite or whatever, you just join and you still get your goodie bag. So you get some products in your goodie bag and you get the cards that you can make, and then you join us in stamps. So yeah, sign up for that after this class. I've got the link there. If not, I'll send you the link. Okay, so there's my little ladybugs. And then here's our tulip. Now I think I am going to put a piece of paper under this because even though I haven't found that they bleed through to my work surface, I don't want that to happen because I just got the new work surface, the lighter one. So sometimes the blends can go through, okay? And actually you want them to go through. That's how you know they're working, okay? All right, so let's color this in. Now, I colored one earlier with different colors, and then I changed my mind. I can't show you the one that I colored earlier because I'm using it for the class. That's a different card. So we've got our, oh, look at this. These look so yummy when you put these together. Look how yummy these colors look. Oh my gosh, isn't that pretty? Okay, so I've got light pool party, dark soft sea foam, light lemon twist. So these are going to be my leaves. So we can go ahead and do those first. So I'm taking my light lemon lime twist and I'm just coloring. Now, would you even call this coloring? It's sort of scribbling, isn't it? Just kind of scribbling down here. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not an artist. My daughter's an artist. But I think that's what I love about blends is you don't have to be an artist. You just have to color. My daughter sent a Father's Day card to my husband that arrived today. Hand-drawn, of course. And it's so cute. I'll show it to you maybe on Sunday because it's in the other room. But she's very talented and she's very clever. It's kind of a play on words. I'll show it to you Sunday. It's really cute. And at least the mail arrived. I'm trying to see where that leaf is. Sometimes on these, I can't tell where the leaf stops. You know what I mean? Am I being weird? Like, I think this is a leaf here. This is a leaf. Yeah. I hope. And this is a stem. Oh, and here's another stem. I guess I could have made the stems darker. But there we go. Oh, got another leaf up here. So can you see what I'm doing? Nothing too fancy here. I'm just, let's put that over there. I'm just coloring in one side with the darker, and then I'm going to take that sea foam. And this is the dark sea foam because the dark sea foam is not dark. And I'm just going to add it. Over. And of course, with blends, as we all know, you can go over the other color because it won't erase the other color. It lets the other color stay where it is and kind of shine through. And go. In other words, it won't blot out the first color.
or the darker of the two. I think that's good. Yeah, there we go. So that's what I've ended up with. Something like that. Can you see the two colors? All right. So then let's color these little, I don't know what these flowers are. I've got dark, what have I got here? Dark daffodil. So I'm just adding a little bit of dark to one side. Gosh, this almost looks like a mango color under my light today. Okay, and then, yep, I'm gonna leave that. And then I've got light lemon lolly, and I'm gonna go fill those in. Now, actually, it wouldn't be so bad if you left the white, because it looks like watercoloring then. Okay, there we go. So we got our yellows. Now, when I first did this, I used peach pie, but I want to kind of change this up a bit. So I'm going to use, ooh, I don't know if I'm going to use dark. Am I guess so. Okay, I'm going to add some dark peach. And again, you guys, I'm a bit of a scribbler. I know that there are artists watching me like Keisha. He's probably going, what are you doing? But I like to show people that you don't need to be an artist and it'll still look good. It won't look as beautiful as people who know what they're doing with blending, like Keisha and my daughter, but this is good. Okay, so I wanted that. And then I wanted to take petal pink, because that's one of the colors that's in the, it's a bit dark. Did I use, I guess I did use that. Doesn't that look nice though, the peach pie with the petal pink? So don't be afraid to mix and match colors. I have a friend that uses she really goes, like, so does my daughter actually. Like my daughter and my other friend who are very good at blends would actually add gray to this or crumb cake to the flower, and it just makes it pop. But I don't know how to do that, so I'm not going to. Okay, so there's our. Now, what you can do, sometimes what's really nice is to take a light color like a light gray. I'm going to use Pool Party, and I'm just going to add some Pool Party highlights around the edges. And geez, sometimes it just makes that pop. So try that. You can use maybe Smoky Slate, but I like blue personally. And it's just a very subtle light color. And I don't know if you have to go around every element, but you're just adding a little bit around the edges. Okay. That looks good. And the flowers. I think that looks good. I like that. I'm going to stop. So hopefully you can see the blue. It just makes that pop a little bit. All right, let's set that aside. And then I've got my ladybugs. Now the good thing about Stampin' Up! Is, oh, hi Leanna over there. Nice to see you over there. Oh, hi Carol, watching from Connecticut. How are you in Connecticut? Is it a nice day there in the east? Okay, my hardest thing with this is, you guys, is figuring out which way these go. I know this is like, what? It is obvious, but I don't know. I've miscut so many of these butterflies, like ladybugs, and I'm like, oh, I got that right. Nice thing about this die set is they give you 2 sets of the ladybug dice. So you can actually cut out 6 at a time. I didn't need 6, but ladybugs. And I like things in 3s. So is that good? Okay. So I'm just using my tape to hold that down, right? Well, I might as well do something else while I'm here. I've got a piece of It's a Beautiful Day Where You Are. How nice. Hi, Pam. Oh my gosh. Nice to see you. Yes, it's evening where you are. That's for sure. I'm going to take my favorites, my favorite dies, right? stylish shapes. And I'm just going to cut out a label from Lemon Lime Twist. So I might as well do that at the same time as I've got my ladybugs. Right. All right, here we go. So I've got my little label. And I'm going to put that down there. I've got my ladybugs. Let's pop them out. One. Oh, I guess I have to take the tape off. Go. All right, let's put all of this aside so we can build our card in a minute. Our ladybugs. Oh gosh, don't lose the ladybugs. I've already lost one. I've only got two. Great. Oh well. It'll show up when I don't need it. Like today, tomorrow, I'll find it on my floor. Oh well, not doing another one. I'll just live with two. All right, so now we've got our little label, and I'm going to emboss there. So I want my Versamark, I want my Black Wow embossing powder, I want my embossing buddy. Can we give that a swipe? This just takes all the oil and things off of your paper so that the embossing powder will stick where you want. Let's grab the word "Your kindness made my day." That's from the set. Okay, and then I'm going to add my embossing powder. There we go. Oh, that looks good. Put all of this back. Put the lid on, right? Then I'm going to grab my tweezers from my embossing kit. Accessories kit, I can't remember. Hi, Di. How are you? Oh, that reminds me, you're here. I got to add my Wink Stella to my flowers. I'll do that in a sec. So let's heat set this up. I love embossing, but if you don't have embossing or you don't feel comfortable, just stamp it in a color. Just stamp it in Memento. That works. Or you can use white paper and stamp it in any color you want. Just trying to see, change this angle so I can see it heating up. Okay. All right. I think I've got everything. Let me show you one thing before I stop. I was putting on a new label today, and I know you've seen this. I've shown this over the years. You've probably seen other people do it, but if you've got words and you want to put a label on it, take your stamp out of the case. Well, it doesn't have to be words; it could be any stamp. So I'm going to find the word. What is this? What? Something. You're pretty wonderful. Okay, here we go. So you're going to take this off of the paper. Okay, so it's sticky on this side. You're going to put it on an acrylic block. Oop. You're going to look for the, there we go. This is the easiest way to do this because you want to line it up, right? So that when you've got it on the words on there, that when you put it on your block, you know it'll be straight. So you're going to take your words and turn it over. You're going to turn over your words because now you can see through it. And whoop, you're going to line it up. And you can see that where this goes, they've made the label the same shape. So you can see exactly where it's supposed to go. There we go. And then that can be peeled off. You know how these stick like stink. There we go. And now it's sticky and you're good. Okay, so that's just a tip on how to put your labels on. I found that easier than trying to line it up on the sheet. I used to miss, and then I have a mess. Okay, so Diane, don't let me forget to put my Wink Stella on here. So we're going to put that on the inside of our card. Okay, stuff on my card there. Go. Now I told Diane, she's here, I told her I would add some Wink Stella. You do put yours, yeah, it's so easy, isn't it, Pam? It's just like, oh my gosh, I don't know who thought of it, but hats off to whoever thought of it. All these little tips that people, crafters share with us, right? So they're dye. I've got them. I've got my Wink Stella on the tulips. Diana's favorite thing is Wink Stella. So I don't think you can see the sparkle, but you can in person. Now let me grab that ribbon. There we go. Here's our petal pink ribbon. I'm going to put that around. So if you haven't noticed this sweet collection, check it out in my store. And that's too, I don't want to waste that much ribbon. And please join our class because it's from anywhere. You can join from anywhere. You just buy your, if you're not in Canada, then you will buy your, well, you'll buy your own supplies anyway if you're a demonstrator, for instance. But if you are living outside of Canada, you will have to use the PDF that I'm going to send you to cut your own materials for the class, because I'm not allowed to send actual supplies to anyone outside of Canada. But we have a PDF version. Okay. Don't want to cut that the wrong way. There we go. That looks good. That will kind of, maybe I'll just a little bit longer. There we go. There we are. Now, where's those poor little love bugs, those ladybugs? One of them has flown off. So I don't know. It'll show up. It'll show up. There's a little ladybug. Let's put it here. Pop these up, I guess. It'd be kind of cute. It's a beautiful set. So you've got the echinacea flower and you've got the tulips. I don't know. Let's see. I'll put another bug there. Okay. And then we have our words. I'm going to put those at the bottom. So all I'm doing, you guys, is putting glue on the bottom half of this label because I want to put it right here. Like so. Kindness made my day. And then we'll add some of those gems. Oh, thanks, Pam. Hi, Patricia over there. And I said hi to Leanne, right? Yeah, Leanna, I did. Can Versamark pads be refilled? Yes. I haven't had to do that in years, though. Honestly, Elizabeth, I don't know. If you just keep, I can't remember the last time I put more stuff on a Versamark pad. But yeah, we sell the reinker. You can buy the reinker, but I would only do it if you're dry. Let's put a few of these on. Sometimes you need to use the pick end. Gosh, come here, you. There we go. I'm just going to put two up in the corner there. Okay, let me move all of this out of the way. So there's my card for today. This is the one that I did just to, well, not practice, but this is my idea. Okay, so I think I don't like that going like that. I have to kind of fool around with that to make it better. Okay, so, and this one has 3. You need 3, right? 1, 2, 3. Wonder where that went. Don't know. All right, you guys. Let me grab this over here. So remember to sign up for the class. It's on July the 5th. I'll be mailing out all the card kits and the goodie bags on, let's see, when am I doing that? The week of the 23rd. So you got a bit of time. Oh, thanks, Carol. That's sweet. Thank you. Anybody else? Anybody else? I think I got everybody. Yeah. Thanks, Keisha. All right, you guys. So the color on this looks a bit weird, doesn't it? That's petal pink and balmy blue, and then that's the petal pink ribbon. And lemon twist. Okay. Hi, Ellie. Oh, good. Thanks, hon. Thank you. All right, you guys. Oop. It's crooked. Why did everything get crooked? There we go. All right. So let me show myself. I'm talking and I'm not even up here. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Told my husband 30 minutes, so at 2:31, he's scraping again. So hopefully you can't hear him. I'll see you Sunday at 10 a.m. Yeah, see you Sunday at 10 a.m. Until then, I hope you can find some creative time
and enjoy the rest of your day and the rest of your week. Bye for now.